Because I'm black, I've been working for the company for a long time, and I know I've been treated fair for the last 20 years.
That's not what happened when Vince said the N-word in front of you. That's not being treated fair. My opinion. And to that statement, it's not even what I'm saying. I'm saying what people are saying. I'm saying what your audience is saying. So it's not just me just talking out of my ass out of nowhere. It's what your audience has been complaining about.
Nah, bro. Nah. Oh, I was gonna leave it alone. Oh boy, I was gonna leave it alone, but I couldn't. I ignored it all week. I tried, but I couldn't. Swerve Strickland is officially sipping on that scissor. He's sipping on that Krizak, man, that purple Sprite. You hear me? What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Chris Maverick. Obviously running this thing back around again because it's a marathon, baby. Smash the like, give them away in if you like. Leave a comment down below. Let's get right into it, man. Like I said, I was willing to ignore this for a long time, but until I found this article right here. This man is talking out the side of his ass. Folks, let me go ahead and read this to you before I even continue any further, because this is insane. You know, he was talking about it, like recently. I think this was the same interview, if I'm not mistaken, but he was talking about it recently. No, that was VladTv. He was talking about it recently, too, before I go into this article. That, AEW's like A24 or whatever. WWE's like the big Hollywood film and stuff like that, where, you get all the color-coded, the lights, the bright lights, the cameras and stuff like that, versus them where they're A24 and, the performance and the acting actually matters the most, right? But, bro, don't even disrespect A24 movies like that, Swerve. Please don't. That's disrespecting A24 type movies, man. You put a disrespect on their name, putting them in the same limelight or category, period, as All Elite boring pro wrestling, dude. Don't even do that, man. That's disrespect. But let's get into this article when he says that basically AEW has made and generated a lot of stars and gave them more press, gave them more, star power. As he says, and I quote, Mercedes was the one that did big for the women now. It makes Becky Lynch look like a little, maybe. Sasha Banks had value. And he continues on, and I quote, Mercedes have more value now because of All Elite Wrestling. Now pause.
Stop it. Get some help.
Hold on, bro. Time the fuck out. No, he didn't. He didn't do that. So somebody get into my. Somebody please help me get into my Booker T bag, man. Tell me he didn't just say that. Tell me he didn't say that. And Swerve talked about Booker T too. How ironic. Tell me he didn't say that. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day on his comments of Booker T. Did this man just say that Mercedes has more value in AEW now, y'all? My nigga, what? Sasha Banks clears without a shadow of a doubt. She clears Mercedes Moné. All facts, no cap. Let's continue. And I don't know what he meant by that, even though Sasha Banks clearly has the better career. I mean, she's the WrestleMania main eventer, the first black female to ever main event WrestleMania. She's the two-time champ, for the women, Actually, she won that belt more than 2 times. What am I talking about? She's multiple-time women's champion over there. She's the one that's actually got the name, not Mercedes. But to avoid that being a frustrating matter, let's continue on with the article. Now, and I quote, picking up from where we left off, he then says, Cody had more value because of what AEW was able to do. Same with Punk. Same with Jon Moxley coming to AEW. Ricky Starks to Saints. Oh, boy. Don't put a microphone in Swerve's hand unless he's on TV, please. If he's in a backstage interview, if he's in an interview on VladTv or whatever, okay, you can put him backstage in AEW. Like I said, as long as he's on TV, you can put a mic in his hand at that point. If he's not doing anything wrestling related on television whatsoever, do not let this man speak. He is basically admitting that AEW is a feeder system, bro, to WWE. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? See, this is what we just got done talking about in the last video, man. This is why they will stay stuck. They're stuck in what was. They can't be focused on what could be and what is. They're not AEW, of course not. They're too much. They're too much behind the 8 ball right now to be considering anything WWE related. They got their own problems over there in WWE, and they got a shitstorm going on over there with Paul 3H's lacking on the booking. They have their own problems to worry about. But why are we sitting up here worrying about them? That's what I'm talking about with Swerve. Him mentioning WWE the way he's doing and how AEW is the reason why all these stars are made. He's like any other girl, or any other body that's, that claims that they made you, right? Or wants to say that if it wasn't for them, you wouldn't be shit. He's just like anybody else saying this type stuff. You sound like a jealous ex-girlfriend, Swerve. Damn, you might as well be playing out. You might as well be playing the radio, the boombox outside of fucking Titan Tower. You might as well drive down to Stamford, Connecticut right now, Swerve, with the boombox and put your radio out and just ask WWE to take you back. Baby, come back. Damn, say that you failed without saying that you failed, bro. Say that you flopped over there without saying that you flopped, right? You coping so bad that you got to put out there that AEW made these top stars when CM Punk himself was already a made man long before touching the AEW window. Tell me when I'm telling lies. Cody Rhodes as the American Nightmare. Now, granted, I will give him that. I will give him this. I can't deny this fact, and I will be wrong. AEW did give him the star power, right? But only to a certain extent. It wasn't like they plastered him everywhere. It wasn't like Cody was their main go-to guy, even though he was positioned as such. See, that's what was so confusing about AEW from the start. They put Cody in the fucking mid-card. And on the indies, he wasn't in the mid-card, Jack. He was main eventing. He was going to TNA. He was going on across the world, New Japan. He was already a made name as the American Nightmare. What are you smoking? Tell me something, man. For real, please. Tell me something, Swerve. Strickland is not that good at these interviews, I see. He feels nervous as hell in this. I mean, just go and watch it, dude. I saw a couple of clips of it myself, the VladTv interview, dude. Maybe I'll just try to find the link and drop it down below somehow. But in the meantime, man, this is coping at its finest. And I'm not talking about your boy Adam, man. This is coping at its finest, bro. Swerve, just say that you hurt. Just say that you couldn't clock it, bro. That's all you got to say. You don't got to keep constantly placing these people's name in your mouth if you can make it over there in the big time. Now you in the little leagues, thinking that y'all big broed or y'all little broed. Basically, everybody that went over to WWE. No, they little bro you guys by leaving in the first place, letting y'all know that this ain't it for us and this ain't going to get us where we're trying to get to. So we need the biggest bag and we got to go away to Stamford, Connecticut to get the bigger bag. The bag is here. Don't get it twisted, but they're not going to be positioned where they wanted to be positioned, stay in AEW. So Cody realized this. He saw the writing on the wall from the jump, so he had to go. And as far as CM Punk, he said it himself. He worked with children. But these two names were already made stars, especially our Uncle Phil Brooks. Uncle Phil was already a made star, man. What are you saying? 7 years he's been gone. That alone, he would have got that same type of reaction, I feel, coming back after a long time, if he would have touched the WWE doors first, in my opinion. Oh, man, I swear, I kid you not. You can't ignore just how sad and desperate this all looks. How sad and pathetic this all sounds. I'm actually kind of embarrassed for him to continue reading this, man. Seriously, I actually feel kind of sad for him because it's like, damn, bro, you a world champion, Swerve, former world champion. You actually doing pretty good yourself in AEW, and yet this is what you got time to do. That's such little D energy, bro. I kid you not. Here we are in 2025 with them still talking about WWE, this and that. AEW is trash for this, bro. Dead ass, my nigga. They still haven't learned their lesson yet. It's the idea that they still have their names in their mouths that's sending me right now. I can't believe this. It's almost coming across like it's them being so butthurt or insecure that they feel as if they don't, they compare themselves to WWE at least 59 times throughout the year. They feel as if themselves, they don't clock it. They don't, light a match to them. They're making themselves seem that way. Like they cannot light a candle to them. Talking about them like this. They're admitting defeat when they do this. When they come out and speak in these interviews and talk about, the WWE isms and what about this and what about that, or my time there, or I felt some type of way when I was there and it was racist and all that. You have the full right to speak your piece and speak your truth, but damn, just to throw another company under the bus just to make your company look somewhat good, man, that's a desperate ass call. And you think that this is producing anything that's on the same level as a John Cena heel turn? That way of thinking is just beyond my comprehension. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but let me go ahead and get up out of here, man. We done already said our piece. Big deuces. Let me know how y'all feel down in the comment section below. Sound off. We gonna get up out this joint.